gonna solve this numerical where the I raised to I raised to I raised to I raised to till infinity. So guys, the terms in the power are till infinity. The value of this is given as a plus ib, and we have to prove that tan of pi a upon 2 is equal to b by a, and the second result is a square plus b square is equal to minus pi b. So guys, don't worry. First of all, you don't have to afraid about the I raised to I raised to I raised to infinity, because I'm here to help you out to get the answer. Now the question is how to get this answer. So guys, let me ask you one question. We are going to some sea face, or let's say some chowpatty in Mumbai, and let's say in that whole ocean, if I tell you that take this bottle, water bottle, and go there and take the water from that ocean, one bottle of water, and if I ask you how much water is still remaining, you will say the whole ocean is there. So it means if you take one value from that whole ocean, it doesn't make any difference. Similarly, if there are infinite terms, so infinity is very big number, from infinite I, if I take a single I, then it doesn't make any difference to it. So I'll use the same concept over here. So here I'll say this I'll keep it separate, and the remaining terms as it is I raised to till infinity is equal to a plus ib. This is a given term. Now guys, what I was talking about, that I will remove one I, so I will remove that I from the base. So let's say if I remove this I separately, and if I consider the remaining term, that is I raised to till infinity, still its value is a plus ib. So it means this whole power is a plus ib. So therefore I'll say it is I raised to a plus ib, which is equal to a plus ib. So guys, I am sure that you understood that how I brought this a plus ib in the power. Okay, so now let's solve this to get these values. So to solve this, if I see the right hand side, it is a complex number in the standard form where one real part and one imaginary part is there. But on the left hand side, it is not the case, because on the left hand side we have I in the base and the a plus ib in the power. Both are complex number. So guys, we know how to find out x square, x cube, 2 cube, because they are the real. But here base is complex number and the power is complex number. It's very difficult to get the answer. So now we have to manage in some way that to convert this I raised to a plus ib into one complex number, because guys, you can also see one symbol that is equal to, and on the right hand side there is a complex number. So whenever there is equal to sign between two complex numbers, it means by the equality property we say that these two complex numbers are exactly equal. It means real part is equal to real part and imaginary part is equal to imaginary part. So to do that, I have to bring a complex number on left hand side, and then only I can apply this equality property. So the question is how to bring the complex number in standard form on left hand side. So guys, now I am gonna teach you a new concept. So that concept is about converting this complex number raised to complex number term into the standard form of complex number. So rule says like this, that convert the complex number in base into the exponential form. So guys, you must be knowing three forms of complex number: Cartesian, polar and exponential. So remember, always convert this base into exponential form and convert this exponent or power in Cartesian form. So if you will see this power or exponent, it is already in Cartesian form, so I don't have to take efforts to convert it again into Cartesian form. So I just have to convert this base into exponential form. So let's start. So now my number is I. So here I'll show you I. It is nothing but 0 plus I. So if I convert it into polar form, it will look like this: cos of pi by 2 plus I sine pi by 2. Now you must be thinking, how did I get this value? So let me show you in detail. So I is 0 plus I, So for this, let's say complex number z, if I try to find out the value of r, it is square root of real part square plus imaginary part square. So that is equal to 1, and theta is tan inverse y by x, where y is 1, x is 0, which is infinity, and tan inverse of infinity is pi by 2. So guys, I got r, I got theta, and the polar form is r into cos theta plus I sin theta. So r is 1 and theta is pi by 2. So cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. So this is how I got. So now this is the polar form. I'll convert this polar form into exponential form. So what is the exponential form of this? It is e raised to I pi by 2. So let's put that value over here. So I'll say this is e raised to I pi by 2, that is the exponential form of this I, and a plus ib as it is, which is equal to a plus ib. Now guys, let's multiply these two exponents by the law of indices. So you must be knowing, still I am telling you because I don't know whether your maths is really good or really bad. So a raised to m raised to n is a raised to mn. So by this will become e raised to I pi a upon 2, and this number into second number is I into I square. It's not I square, it is I square. So I into I square, which is minus 1, so minus pi b by 2, which is equal to a plus ib. So this happened sometimes ago, that when I was taking one lecture, and one student, when I was talking about I square, so he was from the vernacular medium and he heard I swear and I swear. So when I asked him the question, he was talking about I swear. So let me tell you, I swear, it is not I swear, it is I square. Okay, so just a joke apart. So let's solve it further. So now let's separate these two terms. So again, by the law of indices, let me show you once again. I know you're very good in mathematics. So a raised to m, let's say here I have plus n, so that is a raised to m into a raised to n. So this is the property I'll be using in next step. So this will give me e raised to this part and into e raised to the second part. So therefore e raised to I pi a by 2 into e raised to minus pi b by 2 is equal to a plus ib. Now guys, on left hand side I should get the standard form of complex number, and for that let's solve the left hand side again. So e raised to minus pi b upon 2, I'm not gonna touch it because you cannot do with this term, you cannot do anything with this term. So you, even if you touch it, you will get the same term. But yes, if you touch this term, that is e raised to I pi a by 2, you can get something because it is in the form of e raised to I theta, where theta is pi a by 2. So e raised to I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta, and this will give us cos of pi a by 2 plus I sin pi a upon 2, which is equal to a plus ib. So guys, let's multiply this bracket with e raised to minus pi b by 2. We will get and now by multiplying we got that number in the standard form. So now we can compare real part with real part, and therefore I'll say by equating real and imaginary part, we will get value of a as e raised to minus pi b by 2 into cos of pi a by 2. So this is the real part, and imaginary part b is equal to this, that is b equal to now I got a and b, so we can move to the result. So now the two parts are given, 1 and 2. So to prove the first part, I want tan. So guys, tan is sine by cos. And if you see here, see I got sine and cos as well. So let's call it as equation number 1 and 2 because we are doing mathematics. And to get that tan, I will divide equation number 2 by equation number 1. So here we will get, therefore B upon A is equal to, now if I divide these two equations, this term will be cancelled and cos, sine by cos will be tan of pi A by 2. And here we got the first result. Now let's move to the second result, and for that we have to take square of A and B and then we have to add it. So I'll say squaring and adding equation number 1 and 2. So here left hand side will be A square plus B square. Let's see the right hand side. So first of all, let's find out square of this and again square of this. So guys, if we take square of these two terms, this term is gonna be a common term. So I'll write down that. So e raised to minus pi b. So as here, the original term is e raised to minus pi b by 2. I am taking square of this, so 2 and 2 will be cancelled and I'll get e raised to minus pi b cos square pi a by 2. Similarly, e raised to minus pi b into sine square pi a by 2. And now it's simple, from these two terms I can take e raised to minus pi b common. In the bracket we will get cos square pi a by 2 plus sine square pi a by 2, and guys you know from 8th standard that it is equal to 1. That is your most favorite identity, correct? So here we have proved that a square plus b square is e raised to minus pi b, which is required, and guys we have proved both the result. So I'm sure that you like this video and the concept which I have explained you, and if you want to explore to more concepts of engineering mathematics, then stay tuned to ekira.com, where you can get all videos of mine at one place and in one order. Thank you very much.